What's going on here?
Nothing, old man. I am just trying out some new things. I was looking at my character points and I was just kind of sitting there going, I don't know what I want to do. I just sat there for 15 minutes going, huh. So eventually I just took one of my respec potions. And so we're going to try this out. We're going to try this Yrden build because I am on Death March and I'm really worried about dying on Death March. So I think we're going to try and abuse some things a little bit more. I know I use a lot of Igni and Quan, but now we're going to try and use Yrden because I heard this is pretty good as well. The alternate sign mode. Damages and slows enemies within a 14-yard radius. Destroys projectiles passing through its area. Damage increased by 50%. So this does damage around it when I do this. And then I can also throw down the regular Yrden.
A witcher?
And so that's very interesting. I'm just doing some testing, but we're gonna go ahead and head into this creepy looking bathhouse. This is really ominous. I just came out from a nice looking city. Everything's bright, the sky is blue.
With no monsters.
And then, boom. Just really scary looking bathhouse. Let me save. Boom, quick save.
Anybody there? Open up.
It's not really knocking, Geralt. That's like assaulting the door.
What's the fuss? The bathhouse is closed.
Need to talk to the owner. I know he's here.
I'm not sure that matters, as he's terribly busy.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Tell him Geralt of Rivia wants to talk to him.
I cannot promise Mr. Reuven will have time to see you.
Want a bed?
Very well, I shall try. Please wait.
He's just amused by it. He's like, all right. I mean, if you want, I'll go and ask him.
CD Reuven cordially invites you to join him. I'm Happen.
Your name is Happen? Is it a nickname or your actual name?
The meeting is in the baths. We will pass through the dressing room so you can leave your clothes.
Oh no.
Let's go.
Go to the bathhouse and talk to CD Reuven.
Your equipment will be safe.
Ugh. I don't like when games get rid of my items and just disrobe me, because that means bad shit happens.
Yes.
Yeah, alright, I'll throw my clothes off.
Splendid. CD Reuven awaits in the next room.
Thank you for letting me know this, Happen. Oh!
Hi, Whitehead. Nice bum you have.
You can't even see my bum. Well, now you can. Well, I came in facing forward. Oh boy.
Junior cut off his hand, then ordered them to shove it up the corpse's arse. And then he sent the body back, offering a hand extended in peace.
You know, for a bathhouse that was closed, everyone's still kind of here.
Won't find any better. From the Yaruga to the Dragon Mountains.
Go fuck your mum's tits.
Oh, excuse you? I'm a witcher. I don't think I even know my mom.
Whoa! Lout! You cocky look, you got a pun.
Oh, okay. We're just gonna get a move on.
We're wasting time, and this is a simple matter. Also, got an invite but chose not to come. I'll show you what he thinks of us.
Yes. Yes. Okay, not gonna say anything else. So, oh gosh, let me check my character thing real quick. Or not my character thing. My character's glossary. Do I know any of these people? CD Reuven. I'm just kind of looking because let's see. Okay, Horson Jr. Cyprian Wiley, the younger, was one of the Novigrad's dangerous criminals. He had inherited his father's casinos, fighting ring, and brothels. Why did I say that so weird? Brothels! As well as the old man's sadistic tendencies, ruthlessness, and lack of scruples. These traits had made the moniker Whoreson something of a family heirloom for his powerful criminal clan. Alright. I just want to know more, because I'm really thrown off right now, because I don't know what the hell's happening. Criminal stuff, man.
Easy, Cleaver. Orson Jr.'s a dead man. I'll have my scribe send you a notice.
You don't have a scribe, and we'll eliminate Junior when, and only when, all of us say aye. Reuven, your guest.
Why the fuck you let him in here?
Because I want to talk to him. This is Geralt of Rivia.
Good to see you again.
As always, I'm out of the swiving loop. Who the fuck are you?
I'm out of the loop too. I don't know any of these guys. Need to talk to Sigi. None of your business. I'm gonna say Reuven can introduce me.
Think I'll let your host introduce me.
He's a witcher. The very one who first foiled an attempt on Foltest's life, and then killed that monarch.
Allegedly. But I didn't kill Foltest. And hello to you too, Dijkstra, Reuven, whatever they call you these days.
Last we met, Geralt thrashed me silly and crushed my ankle. I really wonder what he's got in store this time.
Got intruders. Someone just snuck inside the bathhouse. Several men.
What the fuck's he on about? Ploughing fortune teller?
Assassins! Please, no! Ah!
Damn, he just backhands her.
Bloody hell. I fucking knew it.
Any weapons tucked away?
Just a few.
Can I choose which one I'm using? Because I have a preference for swords. I guess the mace will do fine. But I have none of my armor.
With my prick hanging out. Ah!
Oh god, I have none of my armor. This is like my first fight on Death March. Oh boy. Ow, god, I got hit when he wasn't even aiming for me. It's alright, just wail away on people. That's the goal. Oh man, that takes a while to fucking go up. Woo, look at my health. Oh my god, Death March is so fucking brutal.
We need one alive.
You'll never learn.
Good work, gents.
Terribly sorry for that incident. My security failed. I'll get to the bottom of who, why, and how.
They were Whoreson scum. That's the bottom of who and how right there.
Don't start that again. Especially not in front of our guest.
Who pranced in right before they attacked. Coincidence? Why do I doubt it?
Let's give him a chance to explain.
Gotta see Whoreson, talk to him. I guess that's really what I should be saying, but first I gotta know who these guys are.
Not gonna introduce me to your friends?
Good thing Happen's not here. He tanned the hide on my arse for being so rude. Francis Bedlam you know, but then who's not heard of this patron of the fine arts and supporter of entrepreneurs of limited initial means? And the dwarf's Carlo Veres, known also as Cleaver. Carlo's in entertainment, mostly.
Okay. I wish you would explain it in, like, what their actual fucking jobs are. Rather than just being, like, vague. Yeah, he's an entertainer. Okay, so... how does he entertain people?
I'm looking for Whoreson Jr.
Interesting.
What do you want with him?
Gosh, here.
Junior's gonna help me find someone.
Whoreson's not helped a soul in all his miserable life.
I'll ask him nicely.
See, Cleaver? Perhaps if you'd not called Junior an uncle fucker and asked him nicely, he'd have showed up today.
Gentlemen, you out of your fucking minds? A chat session? Whoreson's out to get us, and he'll succeed eventually. We've got to kill him first. So by all means, you sit here, soak, fart, and watch the bubbles rise, while I send my boys to Whoreson's hidey holes. They'll make some noise, flush the bugger out. And you, geriatric, or whatever your ploughing name is, want to find Whoreson? Find me first.
Oh, okay. So where will I find Junior?
Any clue on Junior's whereabouts? Be grateful for any lead.
Siggy? It's worth a try. Geralt's got a knack for finding people. And he's discreet, a value in itself.
Leave you to it then.
I'll, look in on you tomorrow, Francis. Finish our talk.
So how about we get dressed?
Sure. Then we'll talk. In private. Right mess that was. Never thought I'd be glad to see the man responsible for my taking frequent baths.
If you're any cleaner for it, gotta say it was worth breaking your ankle.
It healed poorly. Can you believe it? I must soak it in hot water at least 6 times a day now. Failing that, it bloody pounds like the bells of Beauclair at dawn.
I'm gonna say that Geralt probably had his reasons.
I had my reasons. Your leg would be fine if you hadn't gotten in my way.
I see. Well, I promise you that if I could go back in time, I'd do things quite differently on that. For example, I'd have my men kill you instead of just tying you up.
Listen, Reuven. No, Dijkstra. Just not in the mood for your code names, passwords, and other bullshit. I'm here on specific business. If you want to listen, listen. If not, I'd rather you spared me your wit and threw me out now.
What's the harm? Talk.
Think Cleaver will find Whoreson?
He might not. But he'll burn down half the city trying. What waste? Leave him to it, I say. Work alone.
Any ideas?
Junior's got areas of the city where he's strong. Penetrate them, look around. But be discreet. None of this speed and fury and swinging your steel cock about.
That's what I do best. I like hitting people with swords when they get in my way. Well, I mean, before I went on to Death March.
Pretty clear you and Bedlam don't want a war with Junior. Why?
Let me tell you what I told King Vizimir time and time again. War doesn't solve any problems. It breeds trouble. Trouble you then have to solve by other means. Make no mistake, someone's behind Whoreson's actions. I'll not end him until I know who.
Your partner's aware of your past? They know you're Sigismund Dijkstra, former head of Redanian intelligence?
Cleaver, Bedlam and Junior. Well, I'd call them my partners if we'd built a mill to grind flour for the folk of nearby hamlets.
So they're close to you.
But we just need to stay out of each other's ways. Agree from time to time. That doesn't make us partners. Do they know who I am? Was. Bedlam, sure. The others most likely suspect. But we just don't talk about it. No need to.
Makes sense to ask around, I guess. Junior might be in hiding, but he's got to be collecting income. Couldn't afford to cut himself off.
Gambling. That's his big earner. Junior controls the largest casino in town. I'll never forget. Hierarch Hemmelfart raised all kinds of hallowed hell there once. Bugger bet and lost his ruby ring. Then there's the arena in the city's bowels. Betting scheme generates near as much as the casino. They're always looking for hired muscle there. Suppose you could always search Whoreson's house. Though I doubt you'll find him there. Maybe some clue, though.
Okay. Oh god, 3 different choices. Where do I want to go? Casino, arena. Ooh.
Arena sounds promising. Where's that?
Sewers beneath Gildorf, but you'll have to enter through the pits, endure the stench of poverty on the way. Now, Junior loves a good fight. Wager he'd give a lot to see a real Witcher in action.
Yeah, I like the sounds of that. Apparently, it almost sounded like we were just going to focus down on the arena, but nope, we have all three choices.
Mentioned Whoreson's got a house. Where is it?
Solid townhouse on Temple Isle, just on the other side of the bridge. Wouldn't wager me knickers on finding him there. Junior's not that stupid.
Or is he? I mean, it could be like a reverse psychology thing. Oh, Junior wouldn't be inside his house. That'd be stupid. And then he's actually there because you wouldn't check there.
Where's Junior's casino?
Near the Temple Watch Towers. Whoreson's got naught to do with the casino officially, so careful what you say. Try not to arouse any suspicions.
So be discreet. All right. Well, thank you, Dijkstra.
See if I can't find Whoreson at the casino or the arena. Might talk to Cleaver as well, though.
Do what you will. Just be cautious. Whoreson's expecting payback, I've no doubt.
Thanks for your help, Dijkstra.
Just go, Witcher. And if you can't find the slimy bastard, come and see me. I know him well. Might figure something out.
Okie dokes. Well, let's see. Know what happened to Dandelion?
Listen, Dandelion's missing. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Same thing that happens to anyone who steps on Junior's toes.
Meaning?
He's surrounded by splendid virgins who ply him with sparkling wine and pastries stuffed with nightingales' tongues.
Well, that didn't sound too bad.
Come, Geralt, what do you think's happened to him? I reckon he's at the bottom of the pontar, trussed up with the strings of his own mandolin.
Loot.
As far as I'm concerned, he might as well be rotting down there with a goddamn trombone.
Oh my god. Why so irritable? Well, with this.
You wouldn't happen to have a bone to pick with Dandelion, would you?
Course I do.
You serious?
Dead serious. Dandelion published a sonnet recently. Second stanza, the shit uses paired couplets instead of an inserted rhyme. Surely you understand how deeply offended the poetry lover in me was. The bastard shan't get away with it.
I was being serious.
As am I when I say I have exactly no time to worry about your gigolo boyfriend. Got me own problems. Problems you might be able to help me with.
Oh boy.
And if you did, why then I might be inclined to ask after Dandelion, establish what happened to him.
Okay. You'll pay me on top of that, right?
I'll get paid on top of that, right?
Nothing for free, eh? Did you bargain this hard when Emma wanted to hire you?
I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm bargaining hard. I'm just saying I'd like to get paid. Emmer's getting me paid.
Who told you?
What do you mean, who? Emma did.
Haha.
I could never reveal my sources to you or anyone else. It would be fucking unprofessional. But we've chatted enough. Yeah, I'll pay you. Count on it. So, can I count on you?
Depends on the job.
Maybe I can help. What do you need?
I'd rather show than tell. Picture's worth 1,000 words and all that tripe. Ah, and you do realise, if you say anything about what you see here to anyone, it'll mean a razor between your ribs.
Figured as much.
Excellent. One last request. Oh, let's call it what it is. A command. Don't draw your sword unless I ask you to. Be so kind as to follow me.
Okay. Find Whoreson Jr.'s hideout. We're gonna follow. Dijkstra down that hole, but first I want to see something. Okay, so we kind of skipped over a couple of lines of dialogue. And I really would like to try not doing that. So real quick, I'm going to go through this again. I just want to hear those first lines of dialogue that I missed out on before I asked about Dandelion. Horse Son Jr. sends his regards. Ah, I didn't catch that the first time. Ow.
From Master Spy to Master Criminal. Interesting progression.
Why? Truth be told, they're awfully similar. Both about maintaining a net of informers, being tough in negotiations, bribing officials, the occasional assassination. Same old shit.
Yeah, except you used to do that in the name of some ideal. And now?
Now I've decided I've slaved enough for ideals. It's time I worked for myself. And thus far, it's been going rather well.
Yeah, you make your place in the world, I suppose.
You in contact with Radovid?
See, you're as witty as ever. No, I'm not in contact with him. I'd prefer it remained that way.
Never quite forgave you for conspiring with Philippa Eilhart?
Radovid doesn't forgive. Not anything. Not anyone. And especially not the sorceress of the lodge.
Philippa Eilhart. Had any news?
Just good.
Meaning?
After Radovid popped her eyes out, she disappeared without a trace. If I've any luck, she's finally eating dirt.
Thought you two were close.
We were, until Philippa sent assassins after me.
Well, is Philippa the chick who was... I think she's the chick I let get away. Yeah, okay.
Listen.
He's come.
Loot. You
dead?
I would...
Probably. And if... No.
No idea what you're talking about.
You are the worst liar I have ever known. Glad I don't need you to win a poker game for me. But we've chatted enough. Yeah.
Maybe
I'd rather show than tell. Picture's worth 1,000.
Figured as...
Okay, now we have that stuff out of the way. I just wanted to ask him some questions and be like, okay, what's up with this? Let me select the mission that we're currently on, because otherwise I'm going to be really confused. Follow Dijkstra. This is a main mission? Oh, alright. I thought it was going to just end up being a second quest. You know, I really wish that he would give me some kind of an idea, but he did say not to bring out my sword unless told to. So...
Got a minute?
What?
I do. What do you want?
I didn't expect an actual conversation. Oh, I could have just asked him there? Aw, man. That's funny.
Time was on my way.
Got things to do myself. So long.
Yeah, like lead me to probably killing something. Or just staring at it. Ooh, look at all these things you got here. Thank you, Dijkstra. I don't know anything about Dijkstra, so it's kind of like a confusing thing of... Obviously, Geralt knows him. The individual masquerading as CD Reuven was in fact none other than Sigismund Dijkstra, the former head of Redanian intelligence and a man Geralt and I had many dealings with in the past. He had fallen out of King Radovid's favor, and nothing had been heard of him for many years. Now it seemed he had finally decided to emerge from the shadows, but instead of returning to high political wrangling, he dove deep into the criminal underground, and quickly surfaced as one of its leading figures. Though he did not show it, in his own way, Dijkstra respected Geralt, even though the very thought of their last meeting brought a pained grimace to his face. The two had found themselves standing each other's way during the coup on Thanid Island. The stalemate was quickly broken when Geralt summarily broke Dijkstra's leg. This spy's life story would make for a positively enthralling adventure tale. A victim of Philippa Eilhart's intrigues, he had been forced to flee Redania at breakneck speed, or have his own neck broken by assassins. For a time, he sought refuge in far-off lands, but in the end, he decided to return to the free city of Novigrad. Alright, and then Philippa... Is she gonna be my book now? Not really, but we have Priscilla, who I didn't really read up on. Hold on, okay. As a poet and a romantic, I have immortalized in flowery verse the charms both corporeal and spiritual of many women. Yet when I open my mouth to sing the praises of Priscilla, I find hard, as this might be to conceive, that my throat constricts. Words turn to meal in my mouth, and all elaborate turns of speech seem artificial and empty when compared to the natural beauty, talent, sensitivity, and intellect nature has bestowed her. Priscilla, or Calinetta, the stage name under which she gained artistic renown, was, around the time of our story's beginning, enjoying the last stop on a triumphal tour of concerts that had taken her from the sumptuous courts of Lan, Exeter, and Pont Venice through Tretogor and Kaelf, finally bringing her to the glorious city of Novigrad. I think Dandelion's got a thing for her. Okay, back to stealing his stuff.